The Pasadena Business Journal is brought to you by these generous sponsors: Clear Lake Volkswagen, Texas Citizens Bank, and Remax First Source. Please visit these fine businesses for helping bring you great programming.
Here we go now, here we go now, here we go now, here we go now. Welcome to another edition of the Pasadena Business Journal. I am your host, Michael Garfield, and we are here in the great city of Pasadena. You know why? Because there are so many things going on. It's a great community, it's a great economy, and we want to show you some of the sights, the sounds, some of the great businesses, and some of the many things to do. Today, we're going to take a tour of cars, food, and fuel, three of the great things that drive the economy here in Pasadena. So if you're ready to drive and you're ready to eat, don't go anywhere, because the Pasadena Business Journal starts now. You know, as you drive on the highways and byways of Pasadena, it's tough to miss Highway 225 and Beltway 8, and it's impossible to miss something. It's right there at the corner. For 45 years, it is Monument Chevrolet, and I'm standing right here in the middle of it with the owner for 45 years. Wow. His name is Carroll Smith.
I started as a mere kid, okay?
You're still a kid. Are you kidding me?
I just wish.
Okay, you have built this monstrosity. First of all, let's talk about the location. You cannot beat this location on the north side of Pasadena.
We're in Pasadena and Deer Park. We're right in the middle on a really busy freeway, especially busy right now with the construction, but it's a great location, central to our entire market.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you are very, very proud of not only the service, but also everything you've accomplished in 45 years, including how long you've been here and also the people you have worked with. We're standing in front of a sign. This is a tailgate. Tell me about this tailgate and who signed this.
This tailgate was a 1974 Chevrolet pickup tailgate, and my employees gave it to me for my anniversary. So it represents the 74 when we went into business at the corner of Pasadena Freeway and Ritchie Street. We moved down here 15 years ago. So this location's still new to us. But this tailgate was given to me by employees and signed by them. Because you ask, what do I attribute 45 years to? It's Pasadena and the market, and it's also 160 great employees.
You've got a lot of employees, obviously, you know, the history over here. But also, let's talk about the brand, too. I mean, you've got a back of a Chevy truck. Trucks still are huge. What are some of the top-selling vehicles you guys have?
Well, certainly trucks drive the market for us in Pasadena and in Texas, because that is our largest volume seller. And, you know, Chevrolet truck, of course, we go way back. A lot of us remember, you know, Stand By Me, or what was the commercial?
Like a Rock.
Like a Rock,
Yeah.
Lean on Me, the Heartbeat of America. So many things that represent and say what Chevrolet is to the core and fabric of America. And I'm just real proud to be representing the Chevrolet brand in this market.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you must move a lot of vehicles, because I'm looking over this just massive corner that we have here at 225 and Beltway 8. Now listen, I love trucks too, 'cause, you know, this is Texas. I'm also a Corvette fan. It's the first thing I saw when you walked into. You got some many other things other than trucks.
We do. We have, of course, a broad car line from the smaller ones up to the mid-size and what they call full size. But the Corvette, yes, it's very special and always will be.
Yeah. One of the things that differentiates dealerships, obviously, it's cars. I mean, you can see a lot of Chevrolet dealers and, you know, what have you. But the fact is, you talk about service. And I drive around this huge lot. I mean, you have got building after building like that. So I can imagine your customer service is quick, it's top-notch, and that's what keeps your customers coming back for 45 years.
It's very, very important. I tell my employees, we talk all the time about, you know, there's a lot of dealers in Harris County that sell exactly the same thing we do. What makes the difference is the people and the service. And, you know, we are a large operation, particularly in the service and parts operation, because we feel that you take care of people there, and that's how they come back to buy a car from you in the future.
Yeah. Well, one quick story of some customers. How many generations, how many cars have you had? The longest story, they keep coming back to you.
Well, some since 1974. And then even then, sometimes we have customers come in and say, I used to buy when it was Boyd Mullen Chevrolet from way back before I came on the scene. So we've got people that have been around a long, long time.
Yeah, well, that's why it's called Monument, because it's a monument. Obviously, it's still standing. It's a monument. It's going to be here for a while.
And we use the monument name because we're so close to the monument, where Texas was born.
Texas was born. And I'll tell you what, if you want a Chevrolet, if you want a Corvette, it goes on and on and on. And again, the customer service. Can I tell people to come to you?
You can. Tell them to ask for Carroll Smith.
right over here, okay? It's the north side of Pasadena. Pick up a Corvette from me because I don't think I can get one. I don't want to afford one like that, but a lot of people out here can. Congratulations on your success. And if you want a great car with a great service, Monument Chevrolet right over here. Congrats again.
Thank you much.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. And then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't speak.
I can't button up a shirt. I can't run.
I've had to learn to swallow again.
That's the only moments that I have. And I'm 33, so I never see this coming.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Had I done this, had I done that, hell, I messed up.
Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Head to toe, everything's changed. Head to toe.
It is lunchtime, and up and down Spencer Highway, there's a few places to choose from, but there's this big sign that caught my eye, and it's been here since 1983. You cannot miss it. It is Sudies, the great Catfish house, and I am here with Clay Bailey, family-owned. My goodness, 1983. You weren't born in 83, were you?
No, no.
How did this entire thing start, obviously, with your parents? I mean, you've been here so long.
Yeah, it's been almost 20 years, and my parents got into it. My mom had it actually listed when she was in real estate, and basically they ended up buying it instead of listing it. And my dad was, just retired, and I guess was bored, and that's how we ended up in the restaurant business.
Yeah. Well, how Catfish? I mean, look, you could have done steak, you could have done so many other things. Why Catfish? And obviously, why so much seafood, which is great, by the way.
It's no one else has it around. It's southern Mississippi. Handmade products. Not everybody has our kind of southern hospitality and southern homemade recipes.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about the recipes in a second, but let's talk about hospitality. Now, listen, everybody here in Pasadena, they know each other. They're friendly. Hospitality is great. I imagine the servers, the waiters, the waitresses, they've been here for a long time. What makes this service so special that everybody comes from far and wide?
Well, we treat everybody like family. We pride ourselves on getting to know the customer and making them come back and make them happy.
Yeah. Well, I can see there's happy faces. I'm walking through the restaurant, and not only do I see Catfish coming out, there's a lot of other things over. I see some shrimp. What are some of the specialties you have here at Sudies?
The Mississippi farm-raised catfish, the hand-dipped butterflied shrimp, fried green tomatoes, fried dill pickles. We have boudin balls that are homemade as well. The homemade banana pudding, you can't miss that. And, of course, the boiled crawfish.
Yeah. See, one of the reasons I like it because it's so low fat here, as you can tell, because I haven't heard the word fried 10 times. But everybody is smiling here. Now, obviously, now we're here in spring of 2019, and there's something relatively new on the menu that you can be credited for. What is that?
The boiled crawfish.
Crawfish.
Yes. Yeah. People love it. It's outselling catfish right now. It's been a really good thing that we've built over the last 10 years. I came up with it 10 years ago, and it's just built.
Yeah. Now, crawfish season generally is springtime. Is this a year-round thing, or is it in season just only right now?
In season probably till usually 4th of July, just give or take on the quality of the crawfish.
Yeah. Now, it's a great location, conveniently located here on Spencer Highway. Now, there's a dining room, but also we're standing over here. It looks like it's a party room. So do you guys do catering parties too?
Yes, we do catering, on-site catering for any amounts of people. We've done anywhere from 6,500 people at a plant turnaround before. Big or small, we do cater them all. And we also have banquet facilities. And this one usually fits about 80 to 100 people. We have smaller rooms as well.
I see weddings, I see bar mitzvahs, I can see everything over here.
All that stuff. We have office caterings. We've done all kinds of different events, and people have had them here, but most of them have been on site.
You talk about community, obviously, you mean so much to Pasadena, but you guys do a lot of philanthropic things, especially raising money, and you guys are very, very involved in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We just finished our 19th rodeo.
Really? And what do you guys do there? I see trailers and many other things.
Well, we bring out our mobile kitchen, and we cook out there at the rodeo on site. People order it. We have a condensed menu, and we basically we serve it out of our kitchen, and it's basket on the stick, just stuffed, good old fried stuff that people like at the rodeo.
No, it sounds good. It smells good. It's killing me to be here on camera because I'm ready to go suck some heads. Is that cool with you?
That's cool. Yeah. That sounds great.
That's crawfish terms that they say here at Sudies. Congratulations, Clay Billy and his entire family on the great success at Sudies. All right, so we're going to see you here soon, but let's go get dirty.
All right.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
You know, we love driving our cars, we love driving our trucks, but to get from here to there, we need gasoline. You ever thought about how we get the gasoline in our cars? Well, we go to the gas station. But how does that gas get to the gas station? We're going to talk about that right now with a massive company based here in Pasadena that takes care of that not only across this state, but 4 or 5 other states. It is called, look at this, Texas Transeastern, and we are here with the president and the founder, J.J. Isbell. How are you?
Things are great.
Things should be great. You said a fact not too long ago. A tank of gas is delivered every how many seconds from you?
TT delivers a load of fuel somewhere in the U.S. every 90 seconds.
That's a lot of fuel. Well, let's start about the entire process. This company was founded when, and really what do you do between point A and point B?
Okay, so we started in 1985. Been around over 30 years now. And started here in Pasadena. We're proud to have our roots in Pasadena. But since then have grown. So we're in 16 markets now throughout the U.S. So in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi, delivering fuel to retail service stations.
So you pick it up at some point, refineries all over the place. We see these big silver tanker trucks all over the highways and byways. You go directly to these the service outlets between the Shells, the Exxon, the Mobils, and what have you, and then people get their gas. And so it's extremely important. But the safety has to be incredible.
Oh, absolutely. We focus on safety. Safety is so important to what we do. It's the most important thing. I mean, we're hauling fuel. I mean, we have to be focused on safety. We have special technology in our trucks. We go to extra mile to make sure we're hiring safe people. We get lots of applicants that want to work here, but we only hire a few because it has to be the right person.
Yeah, and obviously, let's talk about the technology and safety. I mean, obviously, you have so many moving parts, pieces from all over these states that you're working like at. We're standing here in the headquarters, here just in the heart of Pasadena. Do you monitor everything from here with those trucks?
We do. Yeah, we dispatch regionally, but we can monitor all of our trucks from this point. So we can look on a map and see where they're all at. We also get alerts in case a driver is doing things he shouldn't be doing. We get an alert so we can reach out to that person to counsel them on what they might be doing wrong.
Right. Well, the company has grown exponentially, as you said, well over 30 years. Let's talk about Pasadena. Why in Pasadena, and why has Pasadena been so good for you and you good for them?
Sure. So I was born and raised in Pasadena.
Oh, boy.
So it made sense to start our business here. And we're proud to have our corporate office in Pasadena, and it always will be in Pasadena.
Yeah. The growth right now. I mean, the building that we're standing over here has been around for about 5 years. I mean, it looks like you're almost even now expanding this. I mean, you want to maintain your presence here?
Absolutely. We want to grow, continue to grow. We're growing at about 25% a year over the last few years, so it's pretty substantial growth. And we're growing here in Pasadena still. It's not just our outside markets, but we're growing everywhere.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. You talk about growth, and you talk about building a successful company almost from nothing so many years ago. Obviously, we focus here at the Pasadena Business Journal on business and economy. Give us, if you could, a few tips on building a business, be it from picking the industry or for the customer service or for the people you hire. What kind of tips would you give us as we want to maybe replicate what you're doing?
Well, control your overhead, especially when you're small. You have to control your overhead, but also do what you say you're going to do, and stick to your morals. Make sure that you are over delivering and under promising. I mean, you've got to do what you say you're going to do, and customers have to know they can trust you to do what you say you're going to do.
Yeah, and apparently that's one of the main secrets that keeps you growing. Talk about the future. I mean, people say, okay, is gas going to be around? We're going to go solar type of things. Obviously, you're betting on the here and now. I mean, is this industry what you're doing, and this is here to stay for a long time?
Absolutely. Yeah, gas cars aren't going anywhere. And we're going to be here a while.
Yeah. Thoughts on the price of gas right now? Does it even matter to you?
Yeah, it does, but we think they're pretty steady. We think they're going to remain where they are.
Gotcha. Right. Last question before we let you go, because you're a busy man. We got to schlep the gas between here and there. Talk about the growth. What are opportunities over here in Pasadena? Obviously, you hire a lot of local people. You got a big staff. I mean, where do you see this company here in another 5 years?
We're going to continue to grow. As we add drivers in other markets, we have to have support staff in Pasadena. And we're going to grow our Pasadena folks too. We're right at 200 people here at the Pasadena location, and we're going to continue to grow that also.
Yeah. Well, some of the things that I heard trust, I heard safety, I heard sticking to your morals, and I'll tell you what, this man's a success. It is called right here. It's Texas Transeastern. Congrats on your growth. Appreciate everything you do here for the community of Pasadena, as do everybody else.
Thanks so much.
All right. Yeah. Every time you think of gas and get gas, Texas Transeastern, right here in Pasadena.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
What a great time we had today in and around Pasadena. Pasadena Business Journal, we cover everything from top to bottom, including the food. We got to thank the great folks at Sudies Catfish House. I am stuffed. Great cars. I need to pick up a truck or one of those nice Corvettes at Monument Chevrolet and Texas Transeastern. What a great story, the great history that they have here to help the economy in Pasadena. We hope you had a wonderful time learning a little about this great community city. Keep joining us right here online and all these great channels. My name is Michael Garfield. We'll see you next time on the Pasadena Business Journal.
The Pasadena Business Journal was brought to you by these generous sponsors: Clear Lake Volkswagen, Texas Citizens Bank, and RE/MAX First Source. Please visit these fine businesses for helping bring you great programming.